the name of Mind Freak previously. They're going to be going up against, I believe it is Unloyal, which is going to be fairly, yeah, there you go, World Best versus Unloyal. Going to be an absolute ripper of a match, and we're getting straight on into it. Look, we don't need the pre-talks, guys. We're just heading straight on into Dam.
We are not wasting any time. We want to get right into things here. World Best Gaming versus Unloyal here on Dam Foundation next, and if we need it, we will move on to Harbour.
And we don't really think we're going to head to it, do we? Realistically, we're expecting this to probably get locked out by the second map by World Best. That said, Unloyal proving themselves to be a fantastic team. Made in Oz, in particular, has been stepping up absolutely phenomenally. Caramel also, in my eyes, has been a fantastic player. Kaz as well with the headshots. Really nuts. So, so, I mean, it's really exciting to see how these players will go out. I mean, Unloyal, like I said before, I've had, they've had up and downs, and previously, like last week, they didn't quite, last play day, I guess I should say, they didn't quite, really make it, but this time a really dominant performance against Unknown, and of course, Maiden Oz, who I had mentioned, is actually substituted for World Best in the past, so, we've got some, names here who are, very strong players.
Absolutely. Two very quick kills from Hectic, and I want to say Mercer there. Just getting right on into things. Dublin takes down Sayer. A is being capped, B is being capped, and they're already going for this triple cap domination. They wouldn't be World Best Gaming if they weren't. This just already looks like an absolute bloodbath.
Yeah, and this is World Best for you. They just absolutely are dominant in their pushes. They are vicious. They are ferocious. They get on in there and they do the work. And then they get out, and that is an open and shut case, 40 seconds, one of the fastest rounds I've seen in quite some time. I believe the fastest round we've seen today.
Yeah, that would have to be. That was just so straight to the point. They did not mess around. They got right up in there, and they won the round as a result of it. Say here trying to opt what gun / no gun he wants to place down, and no gun is going to be the option he will choose. We will have no weapon placed. Respawn's up to 12 seconds. Again, not that much, especially with a team like World Best, where respawns don't matter that much. Like last round, where the respawns were as low as they can go, they still got that triple cap.
I don't think that any players actually managed to respawn last round. Like 10-second respawn times, I don't think anyone even managed to respawn for that 10-second time. And look, dubbing up, actually getting very aggressive into the center here, like we're going to be trying to, just use this as an advantageous position. Obviously, having the high ground allows him to see over some cover. Hectic's going to find one. Actually, that's two, I believe. Fantastic job from him. He's going to head into the enemy's home hill and just going to be protecting this. And, 5 seconds until we see an absolute domination. The smoke grenade comes out. Bondi team kills Hectic just for the heck of it. And that's 2 rounds. And I said that 40 seconds was the fastest round we've seen. Well, World Best just one-ups me. That's 35 seconds for a round. The only player to die on World Best was Hectic, and that was just a cheeky team kill.
It's not about who can win, Dev. It's about the lowest round time we can get. The boom shot will be placed down by Unloyal. They're just going for whatever they can at this stage. I'm not exactly sure, but I don't even think that Unloyal have killed a World Best player yet.
Yeah, look, World Best are doing pretty much their thing. This is their jam, right? They just get on in there. They do the work. They are dominant. They are a driving force. They just own the court. And look, what a fantastic shot. Hectic is absolutely nuts. How do you land those? Fantastic stuff so far. And look, World Best have lost 2 players so far, but in reply, Unloyal have lost all of their players. So it's up to World Best to take advantage of this quick few second respite as Sayer and Kaz get back into the game, see what they can do about taking these hills.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked better there for Unloyal. They got a couple of kills on the board. A and B being captured. Just B for the time being, actually. Yep, there we go. A will be capped. And that triple cap is going to be out of range for the time being, as we have all of Unloyal spawn back in, surrounding that C hill, and they're finally going to jump on it and begin to cap it.
Probably a good idea to get some points on the board for Unloyal. I'm sure that the primary thing that they are thinking about is, all right, let's not get taken down in a triple. But at the same time, you need to get some points on the board. Hectic finding 2. This guy is insane. I don't actually recall seeing this player before, but Hectic has been doing some fantastic work. So far, has got the boom shot in hand, so only likely to be doing even more. 5 seconds until the domination comes through, but no, it gets denied. That's the A hill, which is being contested at this stage. I mean, it's not looking too great for Unloyal, but look, it's not looking amazing either.
Absolutely. Mercer will take down one. Hectic will take down one. Looking for the second as well. He's just jumping around all over the place. He'll find Sayer, but only after he gets taken down by Stelzer. That will put a stunt to World Best push for the time being.
And that said, they're right there and ready to do some more work. Mercer's also going to get picked up too. Nice kick. Jimbot's there to help out. This C heal is everything right now. This is just an absolute bloodbath of world best players drawing themselves in there, and Unloyal trying to repel the attackers. And look, just like that, world best has said, all right, look, we've had our fun. Let's get back and let's play the game properly. Let's not just keep barraging this C hill. Let's do this the right way. So they've headed back there in defensive positions around this B hill. Worst comes to worst, they're likely to just win based off their solid 80-point lead so far.
Absolutely, and again, just 2 quick kills for Dubbin. 3 are down. This is probably when the call's going to come out to push for that trip cap. Another one from Dubbin. There's only one alive in Caramel, and he gets taken down as well. But however, Made in Oz has respawned here, so he's going to have to try to do his best here to deny this triple cap. But he gets taken down by Made in Oz. Oh my god! Dubbin, what are you doing?
Dubbin with the triple kill, 2 onto his teammates. I think that was just Dubbin up trying to make up for the fact that they let that round go more than 50 seconds.
Yeah. World Best have to be feeling a bit down about that the round went over a minute. Kaz here trying to figure out where he wants to place down this weapon, and we'll see exactly what it's going to be. Maybe a long shot, possibly.
Like the thing is, I mean, World Best, when there were no power weapons on the map, and that was 2 rounds in a row, there were no power weapons. World Best, you know, they prevailed with, you know, no real trouble. 35 seconds and 40 seconds to each round in for a triple cap. Unloyal started putting weapons on the board, and World Best started using them to their advantage. It doesn't matter whether the weapons are there or they're not, World Best are dominating. How do you prevent something like that from happening? Unloyal are quite seriously getting demolished so far. Let's just take a look at the World Best players and the way that they move into the sites. Moving into the map, you know, they've got the smoke grenades in hand, preparing their executes, getting straight on in there, whipping out these Nashes, and preparing to contest with this. The boom shot area is going to get contested. One is going to get taken down, and look, we're actually having most of the Unloyal players taking the power weapons, and they're also finding most of the frags. Boom shot's going to get taken, but it doesn't matter. And with that, look, this Bondi's going to get 2. Hectic's going to help him out a little bit, getting himself 1 as well. Kaz has the sniper, but at this stage, the boom shot's going to get picked up by Hectic.
Yeah, and they're not, World Best aren't even going for the points at this stage. They're just going for that map control. They're trying to eliminate Unloyal's players. They're trying to go for that triple cap. Unloyal will get the first point, surprisingly, but quickly after, World Best will get B and C.
Yeah, and just like that, yeah, we have a couple points lead, but that's not going to last for long. As you can see, the overtake is slowly coming into effect. Unloyal's point score is not likely to be prevailing over World Best for very long. A 2 versus 1 situation here, and just like that, Jimbot is going to finally clean him up. No, but no, Made in Oz! He gets the double kill onto both Mercer and Jim, and that's going to hold the B heal for his team. Made in Oz doesn't even let that make him rest. He just heads straight on to contest A and the players who are waiting for him there. It's Bondi and Hectic, I believe, on the receiving end of this Lancer fire. Made in Oz is doing some serious work for his team so far.
Absolutely, only B and C in play at the moment. A looking to be found here, possibly by Made in Oz from Unloyal, but we'll see where that's going to play out exactly. We see him just here shooting towards World Best players. Not managing to pick anyone up yet, however.
Yeah, and it looks like we're just seeing some fortifications coming into play. Jimbot going to pick up that long shot. Now, this is an absolutely nutty player with the long shot, with this sniper rifle. We've seen him before. We love to see it. Let's see for these heads getting popped. He's just waiting for a target to fall into his sight lines and for him to pull that trigger in here, that sweet, sweet squish. Well, at the moment, he's not quite sure of where he wants to go. He sacrifices high ground in favor of defending the C site, their home hill, looking to help support his teammate of Hectic. Come on, bring out that long shot. Show us the sights. There you go, a fantastic headshot. And that's Made in Oz gone down without a fight. Picking up the boom shot didn't even matter by the end of it. What a fantastic job. And it looks like Jimbot's trying to find a second one, missing the first shots, but the reload's going to be coming out. Trying to find one. Is this going to be a spray through the smoke? It is. Not going to find anything so far, but meanwhile, World's Best have done exactly what they need. C kill being the only one yet to be found. That's some serious damage gone down onto the Unloyal players. 4 straight rounds, world best.
They really are the world best, at least in Australia. Maybe not the rest of the world, but in Australia, that's for sure.
Can you even say world best in Australia? I mean, I feel like there's a little bit of a contradiction.
For this instance, all right, we'll let them get away with that. Maybe they need to change their name from world best to Australia.
Australia, APAC best, yeah.
APAC best.
We need to call them APAC best gaming from now on. The other thing that I've been going at is why do all of these Gears of War teams, like, why is it always something? Like, we've got Unknown, Unloyal. Is it Unworld's best? Like, I guess that would make it kind of APAC best, because I guess APAC is not the world, so you could add that, you know, like, I think I'm going down a rabbit hole that I really don't need to pursue it. Guys, take this away from me.
Alright, Dev, I can surely do that for you. Respawns are 18 seconds. Quick look at the leaderboard there. Hectic leading the way. Dubba not too far behind, and Kaz still yet to find a kill here for Unloyal.
Yeah, Kaz has been playing so well previously on the matchup against Unknown, so it's a little bit sad to see him not really pulling through just yet in terms of the frags. He is going to be heading for this long shot nice and early, though. He might be able to find something with that. Looking to find those cog heads, those little military helmets. He's not going to find anything. And look at the kill feed. Mercer with 3. No, that's Mercer with 2. And then picking up the boom shot. And also 2 for Bondi. Jimbot is going to be heading headlong into Kaz. Can Kaz find enough shots? He's got in a crossfire. So many angles being opened up. The cog's going to dominate. Kaz gets taken down, cleaned up, wiped with the floor. Hectic is going to be capping the B heal. 43 seconds for the round. That is 5 straight for world best.
I think that's 2 seconds off our quickest time, Dev. I think.
Oh no! We had 35.
We had 35. All right, my bad. Yeah, but you can see there, Kaz. He got that long shot. He's just looking down the scopes in the distance, and he's just seeing his team get absolutely murdered.
Oh yes,
there's blood splattering everywhere, and he just can't do anything. That's gonna be so disheartening. And then the rest of world best just storm towards him. He's not going to be feeling too great at that stage.
Yeah, and Maiden Oz with the Optic Gaming banner in his player profile. Nice to see. You know, a little bit of respect for the team that most people would regard as, you know, the best team in the world. You know, not necessarily so convincingly as it once was the story. Of course, the recent results of the pro circuit have been, you know, potentially disputing that. But nonetheless, nice little bit of international respect. These teams, you know, do respect the esport as a whole. They're all very familiar with it. And, you know, world best, of course, you know, they're looking to be one of the big names in the international scene.
Absolutely, and we've got all the world best logos, banners, gun skins, everything you could ask for on the guns of the world best guys. Bondi Hectic taking down 2. Saya with the nice reply to Mercer. He's trying to do all that he can here. Bondi will finish off Stelza. Saya surely can't live for too much longer here as Jimbot's been taken down. Jimbot takes down Kaz. My apologies, and Saya here just staying alive, but will get finished off by Bondi.
Just the movement of the world's best players is phenomenal. The way that they can dodge essentially these, you know, these Lancer fires, these Nasher bullets, and it's not long before they're going to dominate once again. Bondi is going to smoke out the A objective himself, and, you know, heading on, going for a retake with the Nasher. Jimbot's going to be the one to find one. Bondi does get taken down, but at this point, doubling up just to clean things up. 5 seconds until we see this getting... Nope. The denial is completely perpetual. The incendiary is going to block off any form of retake. 6 rounds and the half are going to go in favor of world's best.
This is so dominant for world best. They need one more round and they will have claimed damn map number 1 here of this best of 3. And I certainly, if that is the case, do not have much faith for Unloyal moving into Foundation.
It's unfortunate for Kaz also still on that donuts. It's a rough road trying to fight back when you're, you know, in the face of such dominance, such sheer ferocity from these players. As 5 world best players head, you know, straight at you like, you know, charging bulls. These players are, you know, whether it's with Nashers, whether it's with Lancers, they do the work and they do it phenomenally. Dubbing up here on the catwalk, rather covering the catwalk. He's going to be trying to find these players. Picks up one. Maiden Oz is going to be made into a meat shield. Maiden meat shield, something like that. Kaz going to pick up a teammate and trying to do what they can, but the snub pistol is enough to take him down, unfortunately. And he's going to get absolutely beaten to pieces by Jimbot. That's just like absolute
The disrespect.
The complete disrespect. Poor Kaz.
I've got a feeling he's no longer with us.
I think that Chris's controller isn't the one which is going to be disconnected after that one.
Moving forward here, D&E have been capped here by World Best, and they're looking for that F-kill. They're looking for that trip cap. Hectical takedown made in Oz. I can't exactly see. I think Caramel they're taking down Dubbin and Bondi. Nice stuff from him.
And then moving on to the rest of the round, we have a fairly substantial 40-point lead from World's Best, but more significantly, they just have the map control that's required. This is their game that they're playing. This isn't Unloyal's terms. This is, World's Best, saying what the rules are and making the calls here. Even as Jimbot is going to get pressured onto by 2 players from the Unloyal squadron, he's going to be fighting back, whether it's with Snub, whether it's with a nice smoke to help it out. And he's got his teammates to back him up. Quite a serious contention is going to come out here around the north side of the map, but it looks like a classic rotate is going to be coming out. Revive's going to come out. The Nasher, though, doing some serious damage. Jimbot just gets away from that lethal blast. Still no actual kills coming out to finish it off, and it's just insane the way that these World Best players are continually reviving each other. They just should not have been allowed to stay alive for so long. Jimbot is on the hunt for Sayer at the moment. He wants himself some lunch, and Sayer decides it's going to be his meal. Is he going to get the injure? No, Sayer is just getting away with his life for just long enough. The domination trying to come out, but in the end, Hectic is the one to clean up that kill. F is the only heal yet to be secured for World Best Gaming, and Kaz is getting absolutely abused on the site at the moment. Only a few seconds until this entire dam is taken for World's Best, and just some more abuse.
Oh no, not again. They will take him down eventually, so maybe that wasn't the most tactical move. Dubbin takes down Sayer. Dubbin takes down Maiden Oz, and I think this is going to be all she wrote here, as World Best will claim Dam as theirs.
Absolutely dominance. It was just like seeing pigs led to the slaughter. Now, not to discredit Unloyal, they're a fantastic team, and I really enjoy watching their matches, but World Best are on another level, and they're like bulls heading in for the charge. They take what they want, and there's absolutely no way that you can test with that.
Yeah, look, absolutely. And moving on here to Foundation, I don't have that much hope for Unloyal if I'm being real.
Well, interestingly enough, it was Unloyal managed to perform better on Dam when they were facing Unknown than they did facing Unknown on Foundation. So if you wanted to make a general observation, you could say that perhaps Unloyal are better on Dam. Whether or not you could account for the disparity in the scoreline in their match, just to the fact that the Unknown players weren't performing as well, maybe you could say that. But I very much hope that we see at least one round get taken for them.
Yeah, absolutely, and like I have to hope the same here. And World Best, I as much as I want to see Unloyal get back into things, I just hope that World Best don't start memeing around a little bit too much. I hope that they do keep the pressure up and really show us what they're made of.
Look, Sky, no promises. That's all I can say.
No promises at all.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be long before we head into the next match, and I'm excited to see what these teams are going to show for us. Dam is an absolutely gritty-looking map. It's grim, it's brutal, and seeing an absolute slaughter like that on that map, it just really plays into the aesthetic of Gears of War in my eyes. It really just makes me think of these superheroes, the cog soldiers, absolutely dominating the locusts. I guess you could say a little bit of a patriotic twist on the whole story. The cog do get the upper seed get the cog side, and they're absolutely dominating on that one. Whether or not it'll be the same performance here on Foundation. Look, Foundation's a little bit more of a clean looking map, a little bit nicer, neater. Perhaps we should don't try and ruin the floor work too much, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Completely agree with you on that one. Hopefully we'll be getting into this next match very, very soon. But I guess for now, I don't really want to say predictions because Dev, I'm a bit of a mind reader. I think I can sort of expect where you might go with that one.
Look, I mean, as much as anyone else, I want to see a good show. I want to see a great performance from both teams. I want to see a very competitive environment. Realistically, the state of APAC Gears of War at the moment, competitively, is that there is one team that absolutely dominates the floor, and that's World Best. And there's not really much you can say about that. There's been discussions in the community, what needs to happen. We need to have more teams sticking around. We need to have more teams stick at it. I think we've had some issues there with the camera. Nonetheless, getting straight.
We're aliens, Dev.
Yeah, it looks like we might be. But nonetheless, heading straight on into it. Escalation on Foundation. World Best versus Unloyal. Look, we don't want to have a necessarily too much weight on the predictions, but do you think that at the very least Unloyal can find a round?
I really do hope so. And I asked you the question last time. What do you think that Unknown need to do against Unloyal to get back into things? And you said that they need to band together. I think that completely applies to what Unloyal need to do here. They need to work more as a team, because I'll be honest, player by player, World Best players completely outduel, in my opinion, Unloyals. So I feel if they really take more of those 2v1, 3v1 situations, then that could really help them out.
I think it also comes down to confidence. Like, for example, if you saw these Unloyal players in their performance against Unknown, where they're confident, where they're taking these shots, we've seen some fantastic plays from, some of these players. And saying that, the World Best players are just more individually confident and comfortable and skilled in these gunfights, yeah, it's fair to say, but Unloyal just still aren't performing at their 100% necessarily.
Yep, Dubbin taking down Saya. Stelza taking down Dubbin with a quick trade. So, not even the home hill has been capped here for World Best. A and B have been capped for Unloyal, however, so they're going to start to really gain points at quite a fast rate, especially because C is yet to be capped here by World Best.
Not quite sure what the play is at the moment for World Best. They are going to be contesting onto A currently, D capping that very quickly and swiftly retaking it. Saya's there to have something to say about it, but it's not enough. Stelza, though, is the one to take down Hectic. Looking for a retake at the moment, but Bondi cleans him up. Saya and Maiden Mills, though, there to clean up Bondi in reply. And that's a great retake from Unloyal to take back the A kill, from which it was in the firm grasp of World Best.
Absolutely. 2 quick kills from Dubbin. There will try to, put a dent into Unloyal's defense. And they're going to be hunting for this A hill. It looks like they may cap it, or will they? Not really sure what's exactly happening at the moment, but A and B still in the hands of Unloyal, so that's good for them for the time being. B being contested here by World Best, and we'll see if they're going to manage to cap that. Caramel doesn't like the idea of that as he finds 2, finds 3 onto the players of World Best, and there is no chance that they will be getting their hands on this B hill for the time being.
Absolutely fantastic performance from Caramel. Moving on to the end of the round here, if only we don't see a change. As you can see, all the players contesting this C hill for World's Best, and that's some quick flurry of kills. Look, almost a triple cap coming out, but Dubbing now coming from behind is going to take control of this B hill. This will completely turn around the tide of this match. And what? How does this happen? A swarm domination in 1 second? How? Unloyal were on the verge of getting a triple cap, and just like that, World's Best got their own. I don't understand what just happened, Sky.
Me either. Oh my gosh!
What?
But we were talking, or you rather were talking about the tilt factor before, Dev. And that is certainly not going to help in Unloyal's favor.
I need to watch that round back about 10 times before I actually understand how the final 10 seconds of the round played out. All right, so look, the B and C heals very, very firmly in the hands of Unloyal, and then it just, just like that, click of the fingers, and, Dubbin up goes, takes B hill, no doubt someone had taken the A hill, and then the C was the last one, and I guess World's Best won that gunfight. I have no idea how that managed, but incredible stuff.
Absolutely. World Best here moving out after that swift win from them out of nowhere. They found that triple cap, and now shots being exchanged down the middle of the map. Dubbin trying to figure out exactly what he can do here. No hills yet to be capped, however. Then this seems to be a trend with these teams. They don't go for that home hill at the start.
Yes, I think it's quite nice. It's something I've seen quite a long time, for quite a long time, from World's Best in particular. Like, you don't need to rush to take your home hill. Push forward, gain some ground, and then, when it's safe, when you've taken, for example, the neutral hill, go return to your home hill. They're not going to be immediately contesting your home hill at the start in the majority of rounds, so it's not so essential to take that first up.
Absolutely, the neutral hill has been capped by Unloyal. However, 2 quick kills from World Best will try to, as I said, put a dent into Unloyal's defense. A being capped here. They're also looking for B here. However, Hectic is taking fire from Saya and Made in Oz, and we'll see what he's going to be able to do here.
Yeah, currently it looks like World Best are really fighting back at the moment, taking firm control of this B hill as their grasp begins to tighten. Hectic and Mercer are going to clean that up very nicely. That's a pretty open and shut case for the B hill. It's now C and A, which are yet to be taken for World's Best. Caramel is in a gunfight at the moment. He managed to find Bondi. There were commendable experience, commendable performance from him. Just like that, it's only just by the skin of their teeth that they're almost getting this triple cap down. Hectic is doing what he can to try and finish off Stelzer, and he's got some backup now. That's enough for the triple cap. 2 rounds for World's Best. And as we head on to the next round, I just want a massive shout out to Toxic Live. Thank you very much for your support of GameStar.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on here, World Best here moving in, and Karam placing down the weapon. We'll see, not Karam, I keep saying Karam, Caramel placing down the weapon here. He is going to opt to place down no weapon, however, and that might be best here for Unloyal, as in the past it seems like these power weapons really haven't assisted them too heavily.
It's, most of the time it is favoring World's Best, those power weapons. A little bit back and forth, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. Still the incens are on the board, but, with the respawn time is increasing further and further, we'll see how this pans out. I see so many teams push down this sense area so early. I feel like perhaps, it's nice to change something, do something a little bit different. I feel like you're committing so many resources and you're committing to sustaining serious amounts of damage by pushing forwards down there. Nonetheless, it's Unloyal who are getting aggressive on this B hill and the surrounding areas. Bondi doing what he can to try and take this fight. He's gone full red. Maiden Oz is going to get taken down. How does Bondi do that? And now I think it's on the run. Caramel's on the run. And Bondi gets that one as well. How do you win that 1 versus 2? Kaz is now in the site to try and help out. Bondi's looking for him as well. No, Kaz fights back, but not before getting taken down by Delvin. I don't understand how Bondi did that. What a fantastic performance. And that, in the end, that gave World's Best the B hill.
The movement from World Best is just pristine. What they are managing to pull off here is single-handedly just pushing them forward, making them win this even more. Obviously, they're the best team in Australia, right? They're probably going to win, but it's just assisting them so much on a much deeper level than that with this movement. They're dodging shots, baiting people in with that, with the shotty. It's just amazing. And now they're going for this triple cap here. Dubbing's going to be on the point. Kaz will find Bondi. Is it going to be enough? However, Kaz moving forward here. He should get taken down by Dubbin. He does. But Dubbin will get taken down by Caramel, and there's no one there to back him up, so this triple cap will be no more.
Yeah, the Unloyal players heading from spawn are going to help reinforce this position of A, and as you can see, most of them are heading up over the bridge, potentially going to be pushing for that C hill. As you can see, getting decapped, getting recapped for their side. World's Best, though, looking to come through the middle and potentially try and retake the enemy's home hill.
Absolutely. Caramel there chucking shots down the middle of the map, and B and C have been capped here for World Best at the minute, so they really only need to just defend those two, but World Best, no way they're going to settle just for that. Caramel here moving in. We'll see how much damage he can deal here onto Mercer, I believe that is. Bondi will take down Stelzer, and Caramel moving forward here. Will this be a triple cap out of nowhere? Doesn't look to be for the time being. Caramel will take down one onto Dubbin, looking for the second.
Triple cap might actually come out. It's getting denied piece by Caramel. He's just trying to hold on to this hill, but he's in this fight. He can't leave the hill because they'll cap it, but he can't take the hill because they'll take him down with the Nashes. They do, and Stelzer also gets finished off by Hectic. 2 seconds until the triple cap is secured, and Incend goes out. Hectic cleans it up, and that's the 3rd round in a row for World's Best. Took them a little bit longer, but once again, a triple cap domination.
Beautiful stuff from them. And did anyone really expect anything more or less? Like, at this stage, we are expecting world bests. Like, it's unfortunate. I'd love to see Unloyal push back, but we're just expecting world bests here to win these rounds. And Unloyal need to sort of, being the underdog, they need to push back. They need to, I guess, try to catch world best off guard.
And it's not something that's easy to do with a team as experienced and as high level as this. A team that's has the more experience, has the resources behind them, whether it's the org, whether it's the other resources that they have available to them, scrimming, the experience overseas in LAN events. It just World Best has an innate advantage.
That's for sure. 16 seconds. So now these respawn times are starting to look on the longer side of things. We see here Caramel moving on in here, chucking down the smoke grenades. He's going to be approached by Hectic here. We'll see what he can deal out here. Hectic will take him down. Beautiful shot there. Dublin will take down Stelz, and Made will take down Jim Bob. B has been capped here, the neutral hill by World Best, and it looks like they're pushing forward possibly for this triple cap here. Sad takes down Mercer. Hectic here taking shots towards Unloyal's players here. Dublin, he's going to get down. No, sorry, not down. He's just going to prone up against that wall there. Taking shots here towards Kaz. He will get taken down in the end and will get used as a meat shield. A also being capped here by World Best.
Looking to be in a pretty strong position at the moment, especially, I guess you could say they're looking pretty good. Bondi has the drop shot. They're working. They've got the C heal now fairly dominantly. It's just B, which they're looking to capture. And this is almost the entire of the Unloyal squad are respawning. Caramel's going to get up on the board, but it's going to be a while before Stelz and Say are in a comfortable position. Doesn't matter. Triple cap. 1 minute in, and that's World Best taking it the 4th round in a row.
See, well, one of the World Best players holds up the corpse of the body, and the other World Best player slaps him across the face.
It's a fairly accurate metaphor for this match, would you say?
Yeah, it's pretty close. Kaz here placing down a weapon. At this stage, I'd almost want to see them maybe just opt to put no weapons down, but at the same time, maybe it's a good idea to try and chuck something down because they really need to get back into this match, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to place down the frag grenades at the statue, and we'll see how that's going to affect this this matchup. Respawns at 18 seconds, so now these respawns are looking very detrimental for these teams.
Personally, I think it was a serious mistake to place that boom shot down in the very center. It's an area we see contested every single round. You can't ignore it because there's a boom shot there, but you can't push it because World Best win those regularly every single time, very comfortably. And see what's happened right now is Unloyal have let World's Best take it. You see World Best all crawling around like ants below there. The frags are going to come out, but Kaz doesn't manage to find anything with it, and that just means that World Best have the boom shot in Dublin's hand.
Absolutely. Jimbod will get taken down by Kaz. Mercer will get the trade very quickly, though. Maiden Oz just jumps on into the hands of Dublin.
Yep, picking up the incense as well, and once again, the utility, all of the power weapons in favor of World's Best. They're just in such a strong position, as always, looking into the rest of this round. They've got B, they've got C, it's just A, the enemy's home hill, which they haven't taken at the moment. They've just got Mercer, Bondi, and Dublin in a really nice and safe position on the B hill. Saya having a look around, say, what can I do? Do you reckon I can take? No, I probably shouldn't take that. And it's almost like a game of chicken at this stage. World's Best just holding fast, Unloyal have to make the move.
Absolutely. Mercer here moving forward. Maiden Oz will take down Bondi. Dublin will take down Stelzer. B and C have been capped here for World Best. They're looking for that 8-point. Mercer here is going to manage to find a shot on to Kaz there. Maiden Oz also getting taken down, and now they're going to start their push. They're going to start to push for this 8-point. They want that triple cap. There is only one left alive here in Stelzer for Unloyal, and it does not look good. World Best will claim
yet another round, and look at that. Even incendiary to prevent any kind of retake. The 12th round in a row for World's Best, only 2 away from a 14-0 victory over Unloyal. Unloyal, who themselves defeated Unknown 7-0 on Dam and then 7-3 here on Foundation. Unloyal's not managing to pull away with a single round against World's Best.
Absolutely, and it's scary stuff, that's for sure. Drop shot will be placed, however.
I don't know what the go is at this stage. Unloyal tried. All right, let's push up to the top of the statue. Let's pick up the frag grenades and toss them down into where the boom shot's placed, similar to something that we mentioned World's Best did the other day on one of the other maps, where they tossed the frag up into the tower where the boom shot was used as a bait. But it just wasn't successful here when Unloyal tried it, and I don't think it's going to be successful even with the drop shot. Boom shot is going to get taken. Boom shot is going to get used. Drop shot is going to get taken by World's Best. And look, at this stage, all the utility is going in favor of World's Best. All the kills going in favor of World's Best. Hectic on the one from his side to fall. Saya being the last one remaining, just trying to deal some damage at this stage onto Jim Bob, but Jim Bob's not giving him anything.
Smoke grenade getting chucked out there by Saya. He's making his way back up here and just going to chill out for the time being. He's taking shots from Hectic. He's not sure exactly what he wants to do here. B and C cap for World Best, so they're going to be claiming points. A as well. It looks like we will have another triple cap here, but no, B and C are quickly being drained of their points. C also capped here. B, the mutual hill, is the only hill that is yet to be capped by World Best. However, it is in their sights, and they will get trip cap domination here on round number 6.
Here we are, heading on to match point. We're going to reset. Half done. All right. If you're Unloyal, this is where you say, all right, guys, we're on the verge of getting completely and utterly having our backsides handed to us. What do we do coming into here? We have a complete reset, no weapons on the board. Respawn timers, resetting. What do we do coming into here on the what could potentially be the last round of an absolute thrashing? How do we get something on the board to make our names go down as the ones who put up at least a little bit of a fight?
And that's really all they're fighting for at this stage. I do not see in any universe that Unloyal could bring this back at all. It's unfortunate, but I don't see that happening. World Best seem to be too strong at this stage. Dubbin making his way on in here. Saya's going to be the first to contest. Saya gets taken down.
Oh my!
He'll find
God.
another one under Stealth, because why not?
Dubbin.
Why not at this stage? Dubbin will just do what Dubbin wants. He's going to be moving over towards his D-Hill, going for the cap. E and F are being capped. If he gets this D-Hill, there is the potential for a triple cap. However, Unloyal are sprinting back towards it. They do not want this to be the outcome of this matchup. They want to fight back. They want to try and get a few rounds on the board here. 2 kills, 4 World Best. Maiden Oz will get the trade onto Bondi. Saya doing all that he can. Kaz making his way on in here. Dubbin will get down in the end. Saya finds Hectic.
And as you can see, Unloyal desperately dashing headlong into the D-Hill. There's nothing that they can do. Jim Bob's going to clean it up. 6 seconds until a full take. And are we going to have the last round, unless if someone can deny it? It is denied on the E-Hill. Jim Bob's going to be protecting the D-Hill here whilst they are trying to take that one back. The domination is actually getting reverted as well. E is being heavily contested as we see the remainder of the Unloyal players making a desperate attempt to retake D. It is successful. Kaz is now going to be decapping that, and a last, a breath of respite for Unloyal, but they can't stop here. They're 60 points behind. They have to keep going for it.
Absolutely. E and F are still capped here for World Best. They need to go for that D-Hill. Not for the D. Yeah, they need to go for that D-Hill. See what they're going to manage to pull off here. Kaz taking heavy fire. Maiden Oz moving in. He will get down by Hectic. Not finished off, however. Kaz is running in for the revive. He will get him up. Hectic not managing to deny that.
Is this a 2 versus 1 that perhaps Unloyal could win? They're going to be decapping the E-Hill on the flank, though. Is that Mercer? Is he going to get taken out, or is he going to find this kill? Kaz is going to get injured. Bondi and Hectic find ones of their own, and that's the D-Hill once again going over to World's Best. E-Hill as well has been decapped. D is the last one remaining. The domination is denied. Once again, Unloyal hanging on by a thread. How long can they hold this E-Hill for? It's Saya against Jim Bob. Jim Bob is going to find the kill. He's just dancing around in the circle. Maiden Oz can't get to the D-Hill, and that is GG. Well played. World's Best take it in a 14-0 against Unloyal.
Absolutely. There's nothing more that needs to be said. That was complete and utter domination. Quick look at the scoreboard for you guys. We can see Dubbin leading the way there for his team. And yeah, just 14-0, just complete domination here from World Best. Nothing more that really needs to be said. We didn't get to the third map, obviously. It was just it's pure domination. I'm honestly just shocked. I know that World Best is the best in Australia, but I didn't expect them to take that with such dominance.